Welcome back to the Reload Bench. This is the next video in my ongoing test of these Belleville C790 ST 8-inch waterproof steel-toed flight and combat boots, as well as the socks that I've been wearing exclusively with these boots and the insoles that I've been trying out in these boots. So I'll go ahead and start with the C790 boots. So I've had these boots for 11 months. And I'd say I've worn them for the better part of 9.5 to 10 months. There were a few days where I was on vacation and I didn't wear these boots, or I was wearing a different pair of boots. So about 9.5 or 10 months of wearing these to work 5 days a week, maybe more recently, and 8 hours a day or more, once again, more recently, as I've been working some overtime the past few months. Now the boots are in pretty good shape still, but you can see there is some dirt on there. There's just from working in an industrial environment, there are some stains from hydraulic oil and whatnot, but for the most part, the boots are in really good shape. They're holding up really well. Laces are working out just fine. Where you're going to see the most wear and tear on these boots is really on the heel of the sole. So here's the left boot. There's a little bit of wear there, but the tread for the most part is intact. And on the right boot, there's a little less wear, but that's about it. The tread is pretty much intact. The boots are in really good shape. They're still comfortable to wear. They're not as flexible as the Thorogood Warfighter boots that I really like that were discontinued, unfortunately. But these have worked out really well in cold weather, in warm weather. The steel toe does the job. I've used it kind of as a hammer. I've kicked a few things with it that's not really what it's intended for, but it's protected my feet. So I have nothing bad to say about these boots. I would absolutely recommend them to somebody who works in a factory or some other sort of industrial environment, or somebody who wants a good pair of boots for outdoors in any sort of weather. Next, I'll go over the socks. I'm evaluating some socks exclusively with these boots. The test is centered around 3 pair of alpaca wool socks. This is the first time I've had alpaca wool socks, and I decided to throw some other kinds of socks into the mix just to compare them. So I'm evaluating them for comfort and durability. So far, I've been happy with all of the socks. However, I have had 1 pair of socks already wear out. I've decided to hold off on doing a final thoughts video until I have 1 or 2 more pair wear out, because I just don't think 1 is enough to really give a fair review to everything. However, since this is an update video, I thought I would go ahead and talk about those now. So the ones that have already worn out are the Midway USA Merino Wool Crew in carbon gray. So here they are. If you look at the heel of the sock, it's a lighter colored gray material than the rest of the sock. There's a black spot on that, but that's not a black spot. If I fold the sock inside out, you can see it a little bit better. Maybe. That is a worn spot. That's where the base material is showing and the merino wool has worn away. You can see on the other sock in the pair that there's 2 black spots there, a small one and a large one, and it's the same thing. It's just worn away on the heel. So as far as I'm concerned, these socks are out of the test. Now, I washed these socks, or I wore these socks 17 times. I washed them 16 times. On the morning I went to go put these on, I noticed the worn spot in the heels, and I decided to just go ahead and wear them to work that day. And then I washed them afterwards, since I was holding on to them for a final thoughts video and I didn't want them to smell. And when I washed them, there must have been an ink pen in the laundry, because I've got blue stains all over one of the socks. Now, I don't count the last day I wore these and the last time I washed these in with the test numbers. So unfortunately, This sock is the first one out of the test. You can see here, there's a wear spot, small wear spot there I didn't even notice. And that's not even in the heel, that's underneath the arch. So unfortunately, even though these are American made, and I consider a good value because you get 2 pair, and 2 of these are less than the cost of 1 pair of the alpaca wool socks. Unfortunately, it just didn't last. Finally, the main reason for making this video, I'm going to change out the insoles in these boots. So right now I've got the Ener-Gel Green Earth Insoles in the boots. These are ones that are made with the environmentally friendly materials. I've worn them for 4 months and 1 week, so they've lasted longer than the other 2 pairs of insoles that I've tested out in these boots. I noticed my feet starting to hurt on a day that I had worked 11 and a half hours. I worked 3 more days before I put the boots away and switched to another pair of boots. I'm not wearing any of the socks in the test with these boots with the other boots, so I don't affect any of the test results. I've actually been waiting to shoot this video to go back to wearing these boots because I wanted to change out the insoles and just give an update on what's going on. Now, initially I had said that the Green Earth insoles would probably be the least comfortable of the 3, but actually they were the most comfortable. That and the fact that they lasted the longest is why I like these the most so far. I like them so much, I've already ordered another pair off of Amazon, and I'll include a link to that in the description section. So I'm going to go back to the first kind of insole that I had tried out in the test, the Ener-Gel Work insoles, and I'm going to double them up in the boots. Now, in the past, I've done that with other brands of insoles and other boots. I've doubled them up, and sometimes they're more comfortable. Sometimes it doesn't really change the results. So for the final insole test with these boots, I'm going to see how well these work out doubled up, and in the next video or in a future video, I'll let you know how well that worked out. All right, so pulling the insoles out, here's the left one. You can see that the gray material on top of the insole is just, it's come loose, and it's only attached here at the toe where there's plenty of foot fuzzies. You can see that it's pretty worn. If I flip it over, it's got a lot of wear to it. There's more foot fuzzies in it, but they held out for over 4 months, so it's pretty good. The right one, it's about the same. It's folded over the side more so than the front. Plenty of foot fuzzies there too. It's all that merino wool, and I mean alpaca wool. And you can see the bottom, it's really worn out, so it's definitely time to change these out. So what I'll do is I'll just insert the new work insoles. Now, it might be a little tight at first, but it should break in. And like I said before, sometimes when I've done this with other insoles, it's been a lot more comfortable. And other times, it was no different than wearing one. So that's really what I'm trying to find out. So when my feet start to hurt, that's when I'll stop and make the next video, on the insoles at least. So until then, thanks for watching.